County of Fresno Supervisor Luis Chaves from District 3. And also with him is Supervisor Nathan Magsig, County of Fresno, District 5, correct? Thank you so much.
Oh, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. We won't be here that late. I want to thank Fresno State for hosting us for this amazing event, and also Fresno Center for putting on this beautiful event. And it's great to see the community coming together. A couple of months ago, I spoke at a Hmong community event, and one of the leaders came up to me and said, "You know, Luis, you never really read off bullet points or talking points." And I said, "Well, I grew up in Southeast Fresno. I'm practically Hmong too." I said, "I don't know if you know that or not." But I was thinking about just the history here of our community, and you think about all of the accomplishments that the Hmong community has had in the last 15, 20 years. And I think back at my history, because I've always believed that my history, Fresno's history, is Hmong history. And we're all one community, we're all one city, one county. And I started thinking back upon all the accomplishments when I was a staffer at City Hall and we were working in preparation for General Vang Pao's funeral and making sure that the city accommodated religious and cultural appropriate rituals that needed to be had there. And I also think to when we named the school after General Vang Pao and the work that took in making sure that we talked to community members and coalesced and brought everybody together. And I also thought about when we named the very first police station after fallen officer Pia Vang, and something that I will never forget, one of the leaders that was there that day said something that stuck with me. He spoke about the Hmongs coming over to America, and he spoke about traditionally they have not had a homeland, and this is their homeland now. He said, "We are here, we will fight to protect it, we will fight to be a community." And that really resonated with me because I really do believe that Fresno is now the Hmong community's homeland. This is your homeland. We cannot write a page in history for Fresno without including the Hmong's history in Fresno. That to me is the beautiful mosaic that we have in our community. And earlier our MC gave us a shout out for having the best pho. I'm gonna go on beyond, and those of you that grew up in Southeast know that we have the best pork belly and sticky rice, we have the best papaya salad, we have the best curry. So to me, that's what this celebration is about. It's about those 50 years, and it's great to honor the past and honor our leaders and honor General Vang Pao's family and all of our community leaders, but it's also important to think about the future, because as I was walking in, I saw so many children out there, and I always think about what that educational foundation will mean to that. And it was so fitting, Dr. Saul, that you hosted it here, because I think that's what Fresno State has been for a lot of us. That is the Hmong history. That is Fresno's history. So thank you very much for this invitation. I'm so honored. And I will have my colleagues say a few words. Supervisor Nathan Magsig. We have a proclamation, but we're actually having our folks come next Tuesday to the board meeting to get presented. SGU, Veterans, Fresno Center, to come and receive it. But we do have a teaser for you today. So we'll ask you, but I'll have my colleagues say a few words as well.
Listening to all the speakers, I was inspired, and I don't want to repeat what's already been said, so I'll say ditto to what's already been shared. But identity has come up quite a bit, whether it be 100% Hmong, 100% Hispanic, 100% American. But I'm reminded by the fact identity is so important to us. And in this room, many of us have our identity in Christ. And I'm reminded by Galatians 3:28, which says, "In Christ there's neither Jew, Greek, there's neither slave nor free, male or female. We are all one." And here in the United States of America, we get to live in one of the greatest countries where, regardless of our backgrounds, we are Americans first. As Christians, regardless of our backgrounds, We are Christians. And so I'm excited to be here with all of you today. Something else I was thinking about too out of the Bible, out of the book of John, that really struck me is the sacrifices of the Hmong people. Many Americans have no idea the 40,000 that fought in Vietnam, those who lost their lives. And even when the United States left, the Hmong people continued to be persecuted. Many lost their lives trying to flee. Many were never able to make it to this country. But John 15:13 says, "There is no greater love than someone who's willing to lay down their own life for a friend." Many of you laid your lives down for Americans simply because it was a matter of honor, a matter of duty, and you were fighting for freedom. And so I want to say thank you for that. I've been a local elected official for over 25 years now, and I've been sharing this story for 25 years because, as many of you have already shared today, it's important for us to pass down memories, to pass down traditions to the next generation. So a story that I have where the Hmong people directly had impact on my family is this. My uncle flew in Vietnam. He flew F-4s, and in 1967, he was shot down in Vietnam. He had to spend the night in Vietnam, but he was able to make it out of Vietnam with his life. And I know this, the Hmong people saved hundreds of pilots, if not thousands of pilots. You went into places that the United States could not go to recover American citizens, and many of you lost your lives. I'm here to say I recognize that. I thank you for that sacrifice, and because of that, my uncle today is in his 80s. So thank you for your sacrifice.
Pao, could please come up, Chair, and Chair Chui, if you could come up and receive the proclamation, the unofficial proclamation.